on. Just stay seated. Just stay seated. Just hold on. Just listen.
Yes, take a deep breath.
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
Just sit down. Is there somebody else we can call for you? Is there somebody?
Police officers are trained to stay calm under pressure, but nothing prepares them for delivering news that shatters a parent's world. When a child's life is lost, someone has to knock on the door and say the unthinkable. How do officers cope with the most heartbreaking part of their job, telling parents their child is never coming home?
What's that? The little girl's gone.
Well, you guys were waking me up. She was talking.
She didn't.
Here are several instances when cops gave parents the worst news of their lives. Starting off with the case of Christine Rousseau, the mother of 20-year-old Dominic Rousseau, who was forced to hear the unthinkable from officers, that her son's girlfriend had ended his life by deliberately slamming their car into a brick wall at 100 miles per hour.
There was an incident. You believe Dominic may be involved?
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased. Christine.
God, I can't. They have to be able to say that. They have to be able to say, well, how can they not? Oh, it can't be true. It can't be true. It can't be true.
Mom, it's all right, okay?
Oh, it's not. It's not.
On July the 31st, 2022, police officers were dispatched to a quiet residential neighborhood with a task no officer ever wants: to break the devastating news to the parents of a young man who had just lost his life in a horrific car crash.
So there was an incident. You believe Dominic may be involved?
What?
When was the last time you saw him?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah, everybody was home. Why?
Okay.
What happened?
You want to come out here?
Yeah.
Or do you want us to come inside? It's up to you.
No, but let me put out my cigarette. Hold on.
Okay.
Johnson, if I don't get that cat fed, he climbs up on my counter.
Yeah.
The pain
So,
in the butt.
do you know what time did you talk to him? Or did you actually see him?
Yeah, I was making buffalo chicken dip. I'd have to see. Because I went to my buddy's friends and then I came home. And I was late. I was making buffalo chicken dip. That's all I can remember. And then,
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'd have to look at my phone to see exactly about what time I got home.
Do you know who he was hanging out with last night?
So I was with that little girlfriend because that's it.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I seen one other kid over there, but I can't remember his name. He fixed his car for him. One of his friends fixed his car. I've only seen him a couple times over to fix. He's got like a classic car that the kid was fixing on.
Okay. White kid, black kid, do you know?
Yeah, like a mix kind of.
Okay.
I don't think he's real. I mean.
Okay. So he was hanging out with his girlfriend and.
Well, I don't know if they were really hanging out. The kids come over like twice to work on the car. I mean, that's usually what he's come over for, and then he's
Okay. All right. Well, just so you know, obviously, Officer Laraconda, this is Father Joe.
Okay, Joe, where are you?
St. Joe's in Strongsville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm also the chaplain for the police and fire department.
Oh, okay.
At this point, the mother still believed that this was just a routine welfare check, nothing more. She had no idea that in a matter of seconds, her entire world was about to come crashing down.
So, unfortunately, there was an accident, involving Mackenzie, Davion, and who we believe is Dominic, is the third person.
An accident?
A car accident. Okay.
Where?
Last night.
Wait.
Just relax. Just hold on. Just stay seated. Just stay seated. Just hold on. Just listen.
Yes. Take a deep breath.
Christine, look at me. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, just take a deep breath.
Okay. Right now, all we know is that the driver, who was Mackenzie, is at Metro.
Right.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah,
just stay seated, please.
Take your time.
Please, just relax. Take a deep breath.
That's
Take a deep breath.
That's okay. You're good. Take your time.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Is anybody else home here with you right now?
But Christopher, but he's sleeping. Angelo's in Florida. Wait, where's Mackenzie's mom?
Okay. They're down at Metro right now.
Okay.
The other two passengers, like I said, was Davion and well, who we believe is Dominic, okay?
Okay.
From what Mackenzie told us.
Okay.
Okay. Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Christine,
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Just sit down.
Oh God.
Just sit down.
Oh my God.
Kristen's gonna come outside.
That's okay.
Christine.
Yes, just take a deep breath. It's okay.
Oh my God.
No.
Christine,
Just it'd be
Christine.
best.
Please.
No, I think he can't be. He can't be. What did she do?
Christine.
What did she do?
It would be best.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is there somebody else we can call for you?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is there somebody we can call for you? Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Why don't you have a seat? Here, sit down. Just sit there. That's fine.
Oh my God, why would this happen? Where were they going?
Why don't
We
you have a
don't
seat?
we don't
Yeah,
know
we
that
don't know
right now,
yet.
Christine.
But can we
Christine.
get somebody else for you at this point?
Is there somebody, any other family
That we
members?
can contact? There you go. Have a seat. Take your time. Take your time.
Christine.
Yes.
Can
we get somebody else?
We're gonna come in with you, Christine. Christine, we're gonna come in with you, okay? Listen. Where's?
Oh my God, why did this happen?
Hold on. Relax. Okay. Hold on. Where's Christopher?
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Oh
Where's
my
it?
God.
Hold on.
Oh
Where's
my
it?
God.
Just sit down.
Oh my
Sit down.
I can't.
There you go.
Watch it. Which one's Christopher's room, Christine? Christine.
It's all right.
Is there somebody we can contact for you?
There's no way. Are you
Hey,
sure?
Christopher.
They can't save him. You sure they can't?
Christopher.
You sure
Hey, come here for a second, bud. Come here.
Sure they can't
Listen,
save
just
him.
take a seat for me, please.
Sure they can't save
Listen.
him. How did this happen? How did this happen? They have to be able
Officer
to save
Laratonic
him.
gonna talk to you, okay? Just,
Oh my God.
Christine.
No, they can't. They have to be able to save him. They have to be able to save him. How can they not?
Christine. Christine, do you need me to talk?
Who do you want us to talk to? Here, you want to sit?
Who's Frank?
There's no way he can't. He's not even 21 years old. How can this happen?
Having just received the devastating news, Christine stood frozen, unable to process the words. The thought that her son was gone felt impossible, like a nightmare she was desperately trying to wake up from.
I'm gonna know it can't be true. 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 It can't be true.
It can't be true.
Mom, it's alright, okay?
Oh, it's not.
It's not. It can't be true.
It can't be true. It can't be true.
Why? What happened in the car? What happened in the car?
What did they do? What did they do? I don't like their driving anyway. I don't like their driving. Oh my God, and that other kid, I don't even know him. I don't even know him. I don't know him. I don't even know him. I don't even know the
I
kid.
think Sarge made contact with whoever's on the phone and on their way, so I picked up.
Why? How can they be dead? How can they be dead in the car? How can they be dead in the car? Tell me. How? Oh my God.
Here, why don't you have a seat?
Christine, just sit down for me, please.
Can we get you a glass of water or something?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
This just can't be happening. Oh my God, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. Oh my God, this can't be happening.
No, how could they have gotten in such a bad car accident?
What happened?
So the only thing we know right now is that we believe he was a passenger in a vehicle, okay? They went off the road on Alameda and Progress, right there, the business industrial park, and they struck a building. Okay. Right now, it's in the preliminary, beginning stages of the accident investigation. We don't know exactly what happened, okay? Is there anybody else?
Yeah, that we should call?
Christine.
Would you like us to contact?
Chris, is there anybody else that we can call?
Oh my God. Oh my fucking
We'll be happy to make
God.
a phone call. Look at this.
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know? Okay. Okay. Well, your dad's on his way. Frank's on his way here right now.
For sure they couldn't save him, right? They couldn't save him. How the f*** is she driving like that?
Dominic's father eventually pulled up to his ex-wife's home, his face already drained of color after the devastating phone call. What he didn't know was that the full weight of the tragedy hadn't even hit him yet, because the officers still had to look him in the eye and deliver the heartbreaking details of how his son lost his life.
Go ahead, take a seat. So,
You know what time it happened?
no, we don't. Right now, it's so early in the investigation that we don't know. What we do know 100% is somebody called it in. Somebody passing by called it in at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah. So what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road, and they went.
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Would they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. So
two kids are dead. My son's dead. Another kid's dead.
Go ahead.
The girl's in the hospital.
she's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I didn't copy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Hang on, just one moment.
Whatever you might need.
Okay.
Well, I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf.
No. This is a fucking nightmare.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That was, what do you think, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15,
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
somewhere in there. Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And is she gonna make it, or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know.
Oh my gosh. What
So
a fucking nightmare.
the other person that was in the car was Davion.
Oh, who's that, the little black kid, Chris?
Yeah.
I don't really know him. Text me at 3 o'clock in the morning, love you, Dad.
He texted you this morning at 3 o'clock?
2:53.
253.
Okay, well, that's helpful.
Okay.
Because we couldn't. I think the last time she was saying she saw it around about 9, was it something about 9:30?
So they must have went to a party or something.
Okay, very
somewhere,
possible.
but obviously,
What time did you say it was?
2:53. Oh my God.
Had you spoken with him yesterday at all? Okay.
The parents, now overwhelmed by shock and grief, struggled to make sense of what had just happened, desperately trying to piece together how their son's life had been taken so suddenly.
Nobody reported the accident. They ran through a stop sign, or hit the stop sign, you said, right?
Who?
Ran over the stop sign?
No.
Somebody was driving by and saw that there was a car up there
In the building.
Yeah.
in the building.
So as I think as Sergeant Charlo was saying is that if you're heading westbound on Progress, which is north of 82, there's a business park up this way.
Okay.
And across they hit the sign in front of the building and then hit the building, and the car came to rest in front of the building.
You driving by, you can't see up there.
It's far back.
All right, so he might have been sitting there for 3 hours. He texted me at 2:53 in the morning. That's probably when they were driving home. I don't know, maybe not, but he might have been sitting there for 3 hours. How are you going to save him?
You might have already told my supervisor, but what did he text you at that early in the morning?
He said, I love you, Dad. Oh my God.
Oh, it's can't be the truth. This cannot be the truth. This cannot be the truth. This can't be.
Oh my gosh.
Were you able to get in touch with Scotty by any chance?
Yeah, he's coming over.
Okay.
I had immediate surgery. I had immediate surgery. Oh.
Yeah, Mom, Dad was gonna get reincarnated. Maybe he'll like another person, another time, or like a fucking giraffe or a butterfly. Like Nico, I think he's a giraffe.
This doesn't make sense.
Look, this happened in hell.
There was this one time, I went out of my body, Dad, and I like stopped existing, and like there was just the whole universe there. Like the sun and the earth rotating and the moon and stuff.
This
And I was,
is a delusion, Chris.
yeah, I don't know. Like people call it a mystical experience.
It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Wow. Kind of fucking creepy. He's born on the 24th. Your brother's born on the 24th and he died as a kid in an accident.
What are you saying?
He was born September 21st, the same day as Michael. They both died in an accident.
Unbelievable.
That makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I can't be it. Oh, that other little kid, he's younger, I think, that little kid.
In the end, Dominic's girlfriend made a full recovery and was later charged with 2 counts of murder. Following up is the case of Christopher Schultes, a father whose reckless decision cost his 2-year-old daughter her breath forever after he left her trapped in a scorching hot car for 3 hours so he could play video games.
What are you reporting? She was in the car sleeping. She's unresponsive. Okay. And who is she? Please. Who My is daughter.
She's like, I need to be with her right now.
Oh my God, I know.
She was sleeping in the car, and I had the car on.
So I'm being treated like a murderer.
No.
I just lost my video.
Not at all. I know that. And I know this isn't easy for you.
On July the 9th, 2024, Marana police officers rushed to a quiet residential neighborhood in Arizona after a frantic 911 call reported a 2-year-old girl found unresponsive in the back seat of her father's car. It was Schultes' wife and her mother Erica who made the devastating discovery after returning home from work.
What are you reporting? She was in the car sleeping. She's unresponsive.
Okay. And who is she?
Please.
Who
My
is she?
daughter. My daughter. Please.
And this was out in the driveway?
Yes.
Is she still breathing?
No, she's not breathing right now.
Okay, we need to start CPR right now.
Yes, we are. We're starting CPR, yes. Oh my God.
How long has it been?
Half hour. It was, but it turned off. I've been checking. Oh my God.
Okay, is she breathing yet?
Is she breathing? No.
Upon arriving at the scene, officers desperately tried to revive the 2-year-old, but the situation was already dire. Meanwhile, her father stood nearby, visibly shaken, as the weight of his actions began to set in.
Anything.
Why don't we have a seat somewhere, okay?
What's going on? Why are you with me?
Because we were first responders and we were on scene. And anytime they call us, anything like this happens, they call us.
The AC was on.
What car was
Are you
it?
guys all here for me? My MDX.
The one parked
In the
outside?
driveway.
The black one? Okay.
The blue.
They're blue.
Are you guys here for me?
We're...
Yeah. We want to do everything we can. That's why someone named us. I feel my worst nightmare.
Despite the first responders' relentless efforts to save the 2-year-old, it was already too late. She had been unresponsive for far too long before anyone found her.
She's like, Like, I need to be with her right now.
Oh my God, my no! No! She's dead. We're nothing. Sir, we're doing that for here. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No. They're going to Northwest. They're going to University.
Yeah, they're going to Banner right now. We're gonna keep you updated with everything, okay? We just need to stand by with you right now, alright? Is that your wife out there? Yes. Okay. We're gonna make sure she gets down there, okay? Alright, we have officers escorting her down there. If we need to, we will drive her down there and we'll make the same accommodations for you, alright? We'll keep you updated with everything they have. Yeah.
She wants me to try and get her right to the hospital.
Hey, we'll accommodate that for you, alright? We're just gonna need to get a statement from you about what happened, what's been going on. Obviously, I know this isn't easy for you, okay? It's not easy for anyone around right now. We're gonna keep you updated with everything we hear. Do you wanna sit down somewhere? Where would you be most comfortable?
Sure, like...
You want me to refill this for you? Can I sit? Is that all right? What happened today?
We went to go back around, and we we didn't stop. We just came home. My daughters were at Elevate with my friend next door. They got home about 2:45 or so. And then we've just been hanging out at home. She was sleeping in the car, and I had the car on. But it has a sensor where every 30 minutes or so it'll turn off if you haven't moved. I swore she was in the house playing with her sisters like she always does. Just been right now, haven't been doing anything else really around the house. And
like...
What time?
Well, we never do this anywhere, but I'm home, right? Like you're home, you're safe, your kids are home.
As the officers continued questioning Schultes, subtle inconsistencies began to emerge in his story, hinting at a level of neglect that could not be ignored.
I'm sorry this is all going on.
we always park that car in the garage usually, but I just got a Peloton recently, and the Peloton is in the garage now, so that's why it's not even in the garage. But
And how long was she sleeping in the car out there?
I want to say it was no more than 30, 45 minutes. And I don't think the air was off that entire time. I think there was a time in between. I had checked on her last, it was still running, she was still sleeping, and then when I went back out, the car was off.
We weren't able to change anything for her. She wasn't breathing on her own, we didn't have a pulse. So we continued the CPR and in order to try to regain that. I don't know what that's going to look like from this point. Okay. As you know, she's very hot right now, and we're going to do everything we can to mitigate that. So with that said, I have some folks here coming by. They're with the fire department, and they're going to help you walk through some of the things. Now I understand that your wife went with her, correct? Okay. So and we have some other folks that are going to be pulled over there as well. Okay, so along with the law enforcement and our community assistance people, they'll walk through some of the things, get you ready to go down to the hospital. Okay. Do you have? I'm very sorry for this. This is not something we ever planned for. Chris, do you have any questions for me?
Oh my God.
Just to let you know, I don't want to feel like we're intruding, but we're gonna have to stand by with you for a while. All right.
Is there a reason why?
So any we have to treat like a crime scene. I know this is extremely difficult for you. This is a normal process that we have to follow through with. I don't want you to be blindsided by anything, but that's what's going to be going on for right now, okay?
So I'm being treated like a murderer.
No.
I just lost my...
Not at all. I know that. And I know this isn't easy for you. That's why I'm trying to be straightforward and honest with you, okay? I don't want to keep any secrets. I don't want to hide anything for you. Someone's going to talk to you about what happened, though. All right? We will keep you updated with everything.
My whole family, my whole family's gonna be ruined.
Would it be alright? So we can't let you do that right now. We have to stand by with you. Okay? As soon as you can, we will let you know.
You can stay in the room if you want, but I'm gonna talk.
I know this isn't easy for you, but the quicker we get this done and finished up, the sooner you can be with your wife. All right?
I'm trying to rinse off so I can go to the hospital to be with my wife.
We're not going to shower or anything right now. Please.
I don't understand why.
I tried explaining that to you. We just need to stand by
And
with
I'm
you.
standing by. Why can't I take a
know.
shower while you stand by? What is...
It's not necessary right now. I'm not going to stand here and watch you shower. There'll be time for that, but it's not right now, okay?
If I go with you guys, can we leave now?
Not right now.
Is that what the delay is? What's the delay?
So we're waiting on some of our detectives to call right now. So we're just...
For me.
And they've been here since...
Blakey said to get a statement.
As officers pressed Schultes for details, his story began to crack. He insisted Parker had only been in the car for 45 minutes, but when they questioned his other daughter separately, the child hesitated before revealing a much different timeline. Her account painted a grim picture, one that aligned with the growing evidence. Parker had endured a far longer and more agonizing ordeal than Schultes wanted to admit.
Oh, I gotta get home because the girls are gonna probably head back soon. So we got home, and the girls weren't home yet, but baby was sleeping in the car. And so I had taken some stuff inside, and I had came back out, and the girls were there. They had just pulled up. And so they came inside, and I checked on the baby. She was still sleeping. And then came back inside, and that's where I just kind of like, I was, I don't know, thinking that she was playing with her sisters. I think me coming home and thinking that, you know, the girls were going to be home, so I got to like come back in and out kind of thing. I don't know what like caused me to do it, but no, I just, we were at home. Like you think when you're at home with your kids, like you're safe, right?
And then had you done anything like this before, where you just let her sleep in the car or anything like that?
No, that's normally, I mean, I have the girls with me usually, and the girls are always, you know, good about like, Dad, get the baby, you know, like we'll all go inside together. But yeah, the only time it would ever happen would be like at home in the driveway kind of thing.
So remember how we talked about the investigation and things that would transpire? Okay. And I told you I'm always gonna tell you guys the truth. There's no secrets here, right? So based off of our investigation at this point, right, we have determined that there's probable cause to go ahead and charge you for what happened. Okay.
Let's come out here, Christopher.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. Okay. So listen. No. Listen. Okay. This doesn't change. This doesn't change what's going on. Okay. What happens at this point? It's simple. Okay. What happens at this point is you are going to be taken into custody. All right, and you will be booked. And then after you are booked, you have an initial appearance with the judge within the first 24 hours, okay? After the first 24 hours, right, the judge will determine bond and things like that as far as what happens next. At that point, the case goes to the courts. It'll be between you, it'll be between your attorneys, and it'll be between the county prosecutor. So, again, I can't change the consequences of what happened, all right? But what I'm going to ask of you. Okay.
Could I just have you stand up for me, please? Come on, Chris. Let's go out here. Can you grab him some shoes, please? No, come on, Christopher. It's okay. It's okay.
Despite Schultes initially claiming that leaving Parker in the car was a one-time mistake, the evidence told a different story. The original complaint charging him with second-degree murder included damning text messages from his wife as Parker was being rushed to the hospital. She had written, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" Schultes replied, "Babe, I'm sorry." Moments later, his wife sent a heartbreaking message. "We've lost her. She was perfect." Overcome with guilt, Schultes responded, "Babe, our family. How could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real."
And again, just for confirmation, this is not something that you've done before where, the kids have just been left in the vehicle while it's running or anything like that?
No. We're at home. What would be the reason?
In the end, he was taken to jail and charged with neglecting his vulnerable dependent and first-degree murder. Up next is a case of Lo Juan Sessions, a father who was forced to face every parent's worst nightmare when officers told him his 9-year-old daughter had lost her life in the most horrifying way imaginable, at the hands of his own girlfriend.
My niece not gone, bro. Bro, no. What you mean?
How did she get the pinch marks all over her body?
I have pinched her before.
So she's been whipped, she's been pinched, she's been punched, teeth broken, bit in the back of the head by a dog, possibly.
On June 17th, emergency medical personnel rushed to a home where a 911 call had reported an unresponsive child. It was the residence of Lo Juan Sessions, who lived there with his girlfriend, Martin, and his 9-year-old daughter, Jamaria. But the moment paramedics saw the child's condition, they knew something was terribly wrong, and the sheriff's office was immediately called in.
I physically saw her before they went to the cruise. He took...
Oh, what? Bro, my niece not gone, bro. Bro, no. What you mean? Bro, what a dog. What's going on? What's going on? Wait.
What's going on? Tell me what's going on. What's going on? What you mean, Barbie? Go. No, Booby, I know.
Bro, where is she, bro?
Tell me what's going on.
We're investigating it right now. I need to talk to Juan. I need to talk to Juan. We need to finish talking to him, and then we'll get with you guys and let you know, okay?
No.
That's my baby, bro. Oh, my God. No. What the hell at? She did it. I don't care what y'all say. I know for a fact she did it. Ain't no way. No, bro, no. No, she was supposed to be home. Ain't no way. Hell no. I don't care, bro. That whole put me in there before. For nothing. And now my knees gone. Look at how she treats me, bro.
We're gonna go back.
These go, man.
Come this way.
Talk with this.
No, you're fine. You sit right there. You want to sit on the ground? I don't want you falling out. Are you Juan's brother? Yes? Okay. You're fine. What makes you think she did it?
It's a long history with this man. She just wrong. She do all type of weird. I can't even go into details. I don't want to. I just know ain't no way my baby gone. I said this 7 years ago. I told you not to do this, but
Despite both the father and his girlfriend insisting that Jamaria had died of natural causes, the truth began to unravel just days later, and the autopsy revealed something far more disturbing, forcing officers to dig deeper into what had really happened in that home.
What happened?
Honestly, I can't say how she passed away. She was, when I found her, she was sleeping. All I can say is, you know, she did receive whoopings. The girls told me that she fell that day when I was asleep. When I was sleeping, I did not witness that fall. I don't know how she passed. I don't know how she passed away. I honestly don't.
Okay. How did she get the pinch marks all over her body?
I have pinched her before, but from what I saw, I didn't pinch. I didn't do all of that.
Did anybody else pinch her?
Yeah.
Who?
Dad.
Dad? Presumably, according to your story, what happens next? You wake up and then it's 4 o'clock in the morning or earlier, whatever time you woke up. Kind of go from there when you woke up.
Can't quite remember the time. I went in the bathroom. I didn't see her walking out of the room, but walking back into the room, I saw her on the mattress. I knew she had been peeing on herself, so I tapped her and said, "Do you have to use the bathroom?" She didn't respond. Tapped her again, she didn't have to use it, and she didn't respond, so then I called the police.
So what kind of or what kind of discipline would Lawan use on Jamaria?
What you mean, like use?
Like whoopings, would she timeouts?
Like if she got in trouble.
Like if she got in trouble for something, what would be the recourse that Lawan would do?
I mean, initially it'll start out with maybe having to run in place. That's a lot of things that he would tell her to do, or they would have to stand on the wall sometimes, and then it eventually resulted into a whooping.
How did Jamaria sprain her ankle and when?
She told me that she tripped over the dog food downstairs and she was walking in the dark in the living room.
So the downstairs living room? Okay. And then how did she get the burns to her feet and her back?
Said it was from hot water, from the hair.
What was she doing with the hair? I understand it was already does hair, but I'm trying to see you understand.
She has to dip it in hot water. And apparently she had moved or something.
Do you know about how her lip got busted or her teeth got broken out of her mouth?
I thought it was from the treadmill.
Why do you think it was a treadmill?
Because that's what I believe she told Azaria that.
Okay. When did that happen?
That week, I don't know exactly which day.
Did you guys take her to the doctor for it? I mean, teeth injuries are pretty painful.
No, she didn't. No.
She didn't complain about it or anything?
No, I didn't even see it. She didn't even show it to me.
Martin's statement had started to raise serious red flags for the officers, especially after she admitted to knowing about the 9-year-old's injuries but doing nothing to help, a detail that hinted at a far more chilling level of neglect.
And has anybody ever been locked in that room?
No.
As punishment? Do you know what Blue Star is?
No.
You ever seen CSI shows where they have like the spray on blood, and they call it luminol, and it lights up with blood? Kind of hard to see a little bit in that one, or look at the floor on that one.
Okay.
This is a better picture. This is the floor with the door closed.
Okay.
So why would there be blood there?
I have no idea. Is this human blood?
Or monkey. It's primate or human.
I mean, I have animals. So.
But it's not blood. They won't react with animals. So this is the couch that Jamaria slept on?
Yes.
See the blood stains?
Wait. Yeah.
Okay. And then this is your bathtub upstairs in the master.
Yes.
Okay.
Pardon?
Did Seven bite her again? And just so you know, she had a laceration behind her ear that looked like it was caused by a dog bite. So across her head, she had a bite mark here and a bite mark here where he grabbed her across the back of her head. when that incident occurred that you said was you and Jamari in that room? 7 biter?
Not that I know of.
At this point, Martin didn't realize that the officers had already uncovered a grim picture of what had unfolded in the hours leading up to Jamaria's tragic death. One that pointed to a disturbing chain of events she could no longer hide from.
The home security system you guys had, who had access to that? On their cell phones?
Me, LeJuan, and my mom.
LeJuan didn't have access to it?
He had access to the phone.
Okay. There's only 2 users?
Yeah.
That's you and your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Not LeJuan. There's only 2 phones.
So, on my phone, I'm logged in.
Yes. You're logged in and Tortia's logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Until after this incident, that was the only 2 phones that are registered with Vivint to have access to the system. When you set up your account on your phone, it logs that data. Okay, so we know whose phone is doing what.
Okay.
So when I asked you earlier what happened on the 12th, I'm asking you that because there's a bunch of videos that were deleted on the 12th. And they were only deleted by 1 user, and that's either you or your mom. So I'm asking you what happened on the 12th to cause a bunch of videos to be deleted. If something happened where you hit LeJuan, I don't care. He probably deserved it, to be honest with you. But I'm just trying to understand the dynamics inside the house.
You know, like, just basically, it was a big argument between him and I about a lot of the stuff that was going on.
Did you know he was having an affair?
No.
And that while you were in Miami on your way back up, and he had your car and he was cleaning it, that he was meeting with this girl and is basically having a child with him? No idea? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what caused this animosity, what caused this fight.
The fact that I wasn't having with him, and if you go through my phone,
right,
you would see the history of that all the time. But he was trying to do evil stuff to me a lot, so it's like I couldn't do nothing but try to stay home and protect the kids.
It's kind of curious because you say that, you know, wherever she messes up, she'll get pinched, but then she's flashing a boy on the boat, and now her nipples are missing.
Well, when that was after the fact.
I apologize for the gruesomeness of it, but I've had to stare at it for 2 months. Look at her nipples.
I didn't see that.
Well, I'm not asking if you saw it. I'm asking if you knew about it, if you did it.
No, I didn't do that.
You see all the marks all over her body?
Yes.
Her autopsy report's over 26 pages long because they have to identify all these marks. And a lot of these marks on her body are pinch marks.
I didn't pinch her that many times.
Does that look familiar to you?
What you mean?
Is that Jamari?
Yes.
All right, you can keep going. And these are stills taken from your video camera in your house. What happened? Something happened because that's not the way that you normally act. I've talked to people. You were a good mom. You helped other parents with their kids. You did their hair. What happened?
Having been shown the gruesome autopsy photos, Martin visibly struggled to piece together a story, each pause and contradiction making it harder to hide the guilt that was slowly catching up with her.
That day,
We all make mistakes.
I don't know if that was the moment that they came to me saying that she was punching the pillow, or what that moment was about. I can't remember.
Well, what was going through your head?
What was probably going through my head was that, probably like, I'm tired of talking to you, listen, do what you're supposed to do. You know, a lot of times I just felt like I was the one protecting her, you know, for her to turn around and not listen to me when I'm the one keeping you protected from your dad. So I did have moments that I did react to being tired of her not listening to me.
You know, and there's another video too of her running in place. You had her running in place, and then for whatever reason you kick her from behind. She trips over the bag of dog food. That's when she sprained her ankle. I mean, that's because the next video with her in it, she's wearing an ankle wrap. It fits. There's no video of her wandering through the downstairs living room, tripping over a bag of dog food. There's a video of her proceeding wearing a wrap on her foot, of her running in place and you kicking her, and her falling over a bag of dog food. So it's kind of like a half truth, and that's.
If she sprung her ankle at that time, I did not know.
No, that's fine. But I'm telling you that you kicked her over a bag of dog food, and she may have sprained her ankle at that time, right? But there's no video of her wandering around the room. I mean, I will tell you this, that your cameras are top notch. We got 2,820 videos that I had to go through. And it captured a lot inside your home.
Upon realizing that the officers were closing in, especially with the damning video evidence showing her a Jamaria, Martin panicked and tried to shift the narrative, suddenly pointing the finger at the father in a desperate attempt to deflect blame.
Nothing that I did physically that could have caused her death. That's just, I mean, I know what he told me, so that's what, you know, I was leaning more towards, but...
What who told you?
Well, not me, but told her. He, like, basically let her know that he was gonna kill her. So, I mean, I didn't know if that was a scare tactic or what, but I honestly...
So what do you think
nothing
Luan
that
did?
could have caused her to die.
What do you think Luan did?
I don't know.
Well, you see the marks on her.
Right.
Who caused those marks? You, Luan, someone else?
I mean, I feel like
Everyone?
Luan did.
You feel like he did, or you know he did?
Only other people it could be is my kids, and I know they didn't do that.
I mean, I hope that you're not trying to protect someone, because I find it hard to believe, just being honest with you, that you as a mother or stepmother or step whatever you consider yourself, a caretaker, do you consider yourself a caretaker of Jamaria, at least?
Her mom.
Her mom, okay.
I honestly can't say what all he did to her, because, like I said, I walked away from it.
But will you at least admit to me that you saw those marks on her body? I just can't believe that you didn't.
The marks of
those marks that you just saw in that picture,
pinching?
yeah.
Yeah, I did pinch. I didn't see the reaction from the pinch, no, but I did pinch her.
What about her face? Were you aware that her face was swollen, she'd been hit or suffered some kind of injury to her head where it caused her face to swell up? Do you know about that?
No.
No?
I mean, when I saw her, I just thought.
What about on the 16th, the day prior? Do you know about it?
No.
Text you and says, hey, maybe we should reschedule this flight, let it slowly go down on her head or face. Text you that. Deny I saw it.
Did I respond?
Yes. There was a whole conversation. Okay. Were you telling the dog to bite her? Because that's what it sounds like in the video. You're holding the dog back with a leash. I'm going to let you get her. I'm going to let you get her.
No. No. I probably use it as a scare tactic or something like, go, nothing. No. Heck no.
Okay. So how did she get the puncture behind her ear?
I didn't see. I'm not aware of that. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, she did. She got a puncture from behind her ear, and across the side of her face was like a big dog bite. So it was a big dog.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Is there anything else you think we should know that we didn't ask you?
I mean, I just want to say I didn't cause her death. I didn't kill her. I didn't do murder her. I didn't do none of that.
But you never asked the whole interview how she died.
Because when I have, everyone just don't tell me anything.
But you haven't asked.
I asked her.
So
I was saying, like, I didn't know how she passed away and stuff.
So she died from her injuries. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a 1,000 cuts. You ever heard of that? Like you get a little paper cut and it doesn't, right? You get a lot of them. So then now your immune system's jacked up because it has to fix these things. It requires energy from your body, so you break down muscle, which breaks down proteins that go in your kidney. It's a whole thing, right? And then she has all these injuries that are staggered historically long.
It was becoming increasingly clear to the officers that Martin wasn't just hiding something. She might have been directly involved, especially given the extent of Jamaria's injuries. It was impossible to believe that any attentive parent could have missed them.
So she's been whipped, she's been pinched, she's been punched, teeth broken, bit in the back of the head by a dog, possibly. She has all these injuries that her little body is trying to fix, right, all at one time, and it's a lot. And then she's not given nutrition. She's not given proper amounts of water. She's not given proper amounts of food. And we know this because during the autopsy, we empty their stomachs, we check their bladders. I know what color her urine is. Her urine looked like coffee. She had so little fluids in her body that we barely didn't get enough blood because her body didn't have enough hydration. So we know she was dehydrated, we know she wasn't fed, and we know she has all these injuries that she's trying to recover from.
I fed her literally every day on the cruise, every day since we...
Here's what happens. When your body can't get food, it breaks down muscle. So I tell you not to starve yourself because you lose all your muscle mass. So your body breaks down this muscle to try to repair itself. Well, the problem is a lot of protein goes in the kidneys. Kidneys aren't built for that. They shut down. And then she... So literally... preventable from one, not hitting the child like that, not making her exercise like that, not pinching her like that, not having her teeth broke, not having her dog bit, but hydration. The child died because she wasn't given water, enough water. That's why she died.
And from her injury.
But I did. I mean, like, there's no... she's never been deprived of no food. Like, everyone has full access to everything in the house.
2,820 photos or videos. I know that number because I've watched every one of them more than once.
Okay.
I rarely, if ever, I see Lawan, I see you, I see everybody getting food.
Well, not me.
You get food.
I don't eat, trust me.
You don't eat often, but you eat more than Jamaria did.
No. Listen. Jamaria moved into our house eating cereal and noodles. If she lost a lot of weight because she told us, because we had meals, she told us that's not what she wants to eat. Dad told her she has to eat those meals that is served to her. So Jamaria lost weight because she couldn't eat cereal and noodles anymore.
Upon realizing the officers had real evidence against her, she scrambled to defend herself, offering weak excuses, and at one point even stooping so low as to blame the child who could no longer speak for herself.
You said she was in the corner so long she peed herself.
That was on the ship, sir.
But that's my point, is that her mindset, she's 9 years old, she's not an adult. She's so scared of you and Luan that she would stand in the corner and piss herself.
Well, she told me that she did that because he told her she couldn't leave out the timeout for anything.
She's so scared. Her dad's a million miles away in her mind. She's out in the ocean. She's on another country. Dad's so far away. And that's mental. She's so programmed and so scared of both of you that she will do whatever it takes.
I don't think she was scared of me.
I saw the videos.
Even when I disciplined her, she would let me know. She was like, Mom, I understood what I did, etc., whatever.
Most of the kids do. You know why? Because they don't want it to happen again. Right. They will tell you what you want to hear to, I'll be your best friend, don't hit me again.
Right.
She didn't mean it.
I can honestly say I didn't abuse her. I mean...
What is that?
I would let her dad deal with her. I probably had times where like that, I would say.
That's abuse. Is that not abuse?
There were times where I did, get overwhelmed. But that was not, I've never left a bruise on her. Like,
what about those pinch marks?
I told you I didn't know that it was bruised from the pinch marks.
Those aren't bruises. Those are cuts from the nail going in. There are some bruises where somebody grabbed her by the arm and dug their nails in and kind of probably pulled her up the stairs or something. But there's a lot of those are actual pinch marks from your fingernails.
Okay, well, I didn't cause all those bruises, and I didn't know that, cuts. I've never seen any bruises on her from me disciplining her.
You didn't see those cut marks from the pinch?
Yeah, the ones on her arm.
That's all you saw?
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave here today with the story of you did all this, you've never her, and you only caused the small fraction of the ones on her arm. That's the story you want to leave with, that you want to take to court and say, here, this is my story. I didn't abuse her. The video was me, but I didn't abuse her, and only the pinch marks on her arm for me. The rest of them are from the lawn, which wasn't there at that house since the 13th. And a lot of these wounds are fresh. But you're gonna go, it wasn't me. You're alone with this child.
She was not I was sick, literally, in bed.
I bet. And you're probably pissed that she won't let you get some sleep.
I would never do anything. I would never deprive her of food or any of that. Drink, nothing. I just honestly feel like, I don't know. I honestly feel like, knowing all of this, I just honestly feel like it's a setup. Like he's never left the house. He's never left the house. He's never, ever.
By who, Luan?
Yeah.
Then why are you trying to protect him by saying I didn't see any of those marks on her, if that's true?
The marks that I saw on her from when we flipped her over, I kind of possibly felt like it came from the pinch marks.
By who?
When I pinched her.
As if blaming the deceased wasn't appalling enough, she went on to spin even more feeble excuses, each one digging her deeper into a story that was quickly falling apart.
Right now, he's threatening me with, like, my children, where, like, him being able to place in places that he know I doesn't want her to be, etc. Of course, I don't want my child with his mom, etc., because they do witchcraft. So right now, a lot of this has been to basically be on his side, so my children aren't ending up places where I don't want them to be.
Did you ever hear her say that she was thirsty while she was doing all these exercises? Is that one of the stupid things she would say to Lauren? She need to drink water?
I'm not sure, but I always gave her water. She have told him that she have to use the bathroom and that she is thirsty, but he told her she can wait till she's done, or he'll just tell her you just gotta wait till you're done.
The bathroom and water with either one?
As far as the bathroom, piss where you are.
And so she did, and then she would get in trouble for it.
I never, like, I would hear him tell her that, but I never saw her actually piss on the floor or whatever. But I do know one day when I walked in, he was like, she pissed on my shoe. He was like, this mother pissed on my shoe. And when I saw her, she was like bent down on the couch, like balled up on the couch, like she had just got a whooping or something.
By this point, the officers had gathered everything they needed to move forward with charges against Martin. Despite her desperate excuses, they were convinced they had the right person and the evidence to prove it.
And what are you saying I'm being charged with?
Premeditated first degree, which is the top. And then there's aggravated child, and then
why am I being charged with premeditated murder?
Well, because some of the statements that you made while you were attacking Jamaria about
scare tactics.
So scare tactics was also premeditation. It's scare tactics, and then if you say it and then it happens, what does that look like?
It's crazy because I only said that because he said that, and I was just
I understand.
what your dad said.
I get it, but if you say I'm going to kill you, and then the child's the next day from injuries caused potentially by you, what does that look like?
It looks bad, but that's not what happened.
And then the last chart, I think it said it's child neglect. So aggravated child abuse, child neglect.
Is there anything else you want to say about any of this? You want to tell us? Do you think it's important?
I just know that I didn't do this. Like, I would never do anything to her. Like, those words came honestly because he had just told her that, and I knew she was scared from that. So when she did something wrong, I just used it. But I would never do nothing like that. I would never do anything. And then to say that it came from me saying that and doing, like, she didn't pass away from me whooping her or disciplining her.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah. So, and we can go over this around and around and around. The cause of her death is based off the injuries she's received over a period of time, by you and by Luan. With that being said, yeah, it's a contributing factor.
But I wasn't over the time though.
On the 15th, when you kicked her down, punched her or kicked her in the gut, kicked her in the back, stomped her head, grabbed her by her hair, dragged her across the floor, had the dog like he's gnawing on her face, right? And she's at the bottom of the stairs and she's lifeless and helpless and limp. And you're yelling at her to get the f*** up. Go upstairs, get the f*** up. This wants me to kill her.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so question for you. Does that look good or does that look bad?
No, it looks bad.
Okay. Is that
just words?
No, it wasn't just words. You kicked her repeatedly. You stomped her head. You kicked her in the back, kicked her in the stomach. You dragged her by her hair across the floor, up the stairs. Like, so that's I don't know how you want to define that. That's not discipline. That's not corporal punishment. That's not a scare tactic. That's straight up a. So if you're asking me honestly, did you? Yeah, this wasn't like I hit her on the butt once with a belt and she moved, so I got her lower leg type argument. This is pretty bad, and the video is pretty bad.
In the end, Martin was taken to jail and charged with premeditated murder. Up next is the haunting case of two parents so fixated on getting their next high that they didn't even notice their own daughter slipping away until it was far too late.
What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright. I know I've done a lot of drugs in my life, and I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Well,
and all that we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed.
What's that? The little girl's gone.
On March the 10th, 2024, police officers were dispatched to a local junkyard after a chilling 911 call came in reporting a possible overdose. But what they found was far worse than they expected.
Grant County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
97 Quail Run.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I have no idea. I'm staying with some friends right now, and they are completely. You have a little girl who's not responsive at all. To the adult, the parents are somewhat responsive, but not. They're in and out of. And then they have a 7-year-old boy who is mostly responsive. I was able to get him on a chair, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I really don't.
And are you staying in the same house?
No. I'm just on the property.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Thaddeus Hawkins. I woke up and I heard someone yelling, "Ow, help!" And so I went and I was trying to help him.
Okay. And what room is he in?
It's kind of like a one living area type of thing right now, but he's in the same area as them. They're all in the same like tiny home area.
Okay. Give me a second while I get them started on their way. Okay.
Upon arriving at the scene, the officers were stunned by the squalid condition of the trailer, but no amount of training could have prepared them for the nightmare that awaited inside.
What's going on?
Some of the people in the room right here that aren't responding.
They're not responding?
So there's one that's not responding.
Who's here? Sheriff's office!
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright.
Are you guys on anything?
No.
No? What?
No, I'm just really stiff.
What's wrong with them?
He's tired.
Is he awake?
He is awake. He moved from here over to there. He is awake.
Who's not responsive?
Not responsive.
The girl in the middle.
The girl, she's responsive.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You guys need to move.
Yes.
Move. You guys need to get up now.
Yeah.
Get up.
We're getting up.
Get up.
You're getting up. I'm getting up.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get up.
I'm going.
You guys need to get out.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up. You need to get up.
Got it.
Good. 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get up now! Get out! Get out! I don't care. Stand up.
I'm going.
How long, Hondo?
Check
his vitals. Did y'all smoke?
Huh? No.
What is it?
No, it's not. No, we just fell asleep really hard. We're really sick.
What's going on? Was it?
So unit calling, you're very 10-1.
Get out. I'm
not calling 8.
Stand up. Come on. Give me your hands.
Where is this going?
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again! Stand up!
I'm standing up. I'm trying to.
Give me the other arm.
Yeah. Ow!
Upon realizing that the child was completely unresponsive, the officers immediately dropped their calm approach because, in that moment, they knew they were no longer dealing with a routine call, but a fight to save a life that was already slipping away.
Should we confused? So no offense. What about? Right, just be honest with me because I need to be able to treat your kids.
Let me get up, okay? Stand up. Sit down. Sit up. Come on. Thank you.
What did you take?
I don't remember taking anything.
How long have you been out?
When was the last time that you were okay?
Last time I was okay. We were laying in the bed there. Had to split all the oats.
Okay, what the hell did you take, bro? What did you take?
I didn't take anything.
What do you guys have then?
I don't have anything.
You want me? You want to take him to the unit?
We'll get that once EMS checks on vitals.
We'll take him. Let's take one at a time. I don't know if he can walk.
He needs to get seen first.
Okay, so we don't know exactly what they took. They're both confused. They don't want to say anything. We have 110-7, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Another one, bad condition. He was unconscious, I believe, when they got here. And she was also in bad condition when they got here. But our detectives are on their way right now, so we're just securing everything.
She good? Let's go. Stand up. What's your name?
Music.
Huh?
Music.
All right, stand up, Music, and place your hands behind your back, okay?
I can't really stand it very well.
Let's go. Hurry up.
I don't know what it is. I'm trying.
Turn around.
Do your other hand.
have to. Sorry.
Come on.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
At this point, the couple was drifting in and out of consciousness, so lost in their drug-induced haze that they hadn't even realized that one of their children was already gone.
You awake?
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not sure.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Why am I being arrested?
You're not being arrested, you're being detained. Turn around.
Why?
Because you're up here and there's a kid, that's why.
Kid?
Yeah.
I wasn't even in the house.
I don't care.
Called. I didn't know she was. I really didn't. That's why I called. I didn't know what.
Look, wait until they read you your rights, then you can start talking.
Diabetes, seizures, strokes.
I have had seizures before because I got a minor nasocranial fracture on a bicycle, but it was like 10 years ago.
What's your name?
Music.
Can you spell that?
MUSIC. My parents are long-haired freaky people. They really named me Music. I have an ID.
Do you have heart problems?
Not that I know of, but I have been having a lot of episodes where my both arms will be super numb when I wake up in the morning. But nothing like last night. Last night I couldn't sit up because it was excruciating. And my kids were all floppy, like, we all were all floppy. I can't explain it. I don't have any idea. I don't know how my kids would have gotten it. We were at their birthday party all day. Like, we did not have on us at the birthday party. She couldn't sit up. I have no idea. Like, I've done a lot of and nothing has ever been like that. And I don't know what it was. But I do want a toxicology to know if something is going on. Everybody that was at the party, I trusted.
Are you going to be her nurse? Okay. So just real quick. I don't know if you're aware of her situation, what's going on. So if she brings anything up, she hasn't questioned anything yet, so let's just ignore it. So she doesn't know anything at all. She doesn't know that her kids yet. So let's just, if she does say anything, just ignore it.
My kids have been feeling weird. All we had to eat in bed last night was some chocolate cake that we got for my daughter for her birthday. I do smoke weed, and the last time I jumped into these is at approximately 12:30.
Okay.
Before we head out to the park for her birthday party. It was probably my best to ask if I can see my dad. I need to talk to see you.
I can't let you leave. I can't let you leave this room.
Are you the detective?
I am.
Are you the one that will also be getting a toxicology report? Because I need one. I know I've done a lot of in my life and I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Well,
and all that we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed. We ate one more slice of chocolate cake.
Okay, and what was it that you felt last night?
Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like, I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling into the walls.
You're weak, you were dizzy.
Well,
how
all of
so?
the above.
Right. You have any questions for me?
So my kids okay?
Your kids are okay right now.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of your kids is here right now, but I'll talk to you about this more here in a little bit, okay?
After being medically cleared at the hospital, it was finally time for the officers to deliver the devastating truth. News that would shatter whatever remained of the couple's grip on reality. Their little girl was gone.
When we have a death occur, we treat every death as if it's a homicide until we can prove otherwise, whether it's someone, old person in their bed or what have you. So just for those reasons, we're going to take some pictures, okay? What's that? The little girl's gone. Okay, so we're gonna have you stand up. Officer Carrasco's gonna remove your handcuffs. We're gonna take some pictures, okay?
Stand up, sir.
Give him a minute.
Well, you guys were waking me up. She was talking.
So, Mr. Bynum, here in a while, we're gonna have a conversation about that, okay? But I know you're gonna need a little time.
Wait for representation.
Okay, you're gonna want a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's take some pictures and then we can get you back to the cell for now, okay?
In the end, the couple was charged with abuse, resulting in loss of life and abandonment. Following up is the case of a horrific grandmother who not only injured her own grandchild, but then tried to flee the scene leaving the child's father in a state of sheer panic and confusion as he scrambled to make sense of the chaos she left behind.
She shot my kid.
Who is she?
That's my mother.
Okay.
My mother, her name Mia Harris. Show him a picture so they know who to look for. Please.
Okay, we've got it.
I don't know who she.
Come here.
Mia Harris.
Hey, this is Dad. Is he good to ride? No, I'm back here. Okay.
Oh,
hey, we'll get you there. I promise you that.
On December the 9th, 2023, just after midnight, the police got a disturbing call about a toddler who had been seriously wounded right in the face. When the police arrived, they found the toddler severely injured and the kid's father screaming and panicking in distress, losing their minds over their child who would probably not survive the incident.
oh my God! It's okay. It's okay, baby. She gonna be okay. No! Sorry. She's
Who is she?
That's my mother.
Okay.
My mother, her name Mia Harris.
Traffic information, medical station, press 28.
Oh!
Okay. My cash just calm down. Calm down.
Oh, I'm gonna kill that.
We got to.
Oh my God.
Hey. Please.
What's her name?
Mia Harris. Mia Harris, get her right now.
Where's she at?
She left. She left, please.
Up towards Yankee.
Squad can approach. She's left the scene.
The police went ahead to interrogate the witnesses to get more details about the suspect, and the witnesses gave very disturbing details.
She driving a Buick. She driving a silver Buick Enclave. A silver Buick Enclave, please.
Hey, what'd you say, Ben?
Silver Buick.
Get her.
Yes. She was going up towards Yankee. Hold on. Here.
They want 70 on 2072. We're going to go northbound Yankee. Try to get that way if you can.
Yeah, that's it.
Right there. Hey, grab his flashlight.
Where's your
For Silver Buick.
I got it. Okay.
Ambulance right here. Please just run into the ambulance, please.
Hey, get the medics over here.
Let them do what they have to do. Let them do what they have to do. She's still moving. Stop.
Hey, Mom.
Stop. No, she's not the mom. The mom's upstairs.
Where's Mom? Have we told Mom yet?
She was holding her. I brought the baby downstairs.
Please.
Jamia, stop.
They're coming up right now.
We're in pursuit of a suspect.
Come here.
Silver Buick
Come to me.
Enclave.
Show him a picture so they know who to look for. Please.
Okay, we've got it.
I don't know who she.
Come here.
Mia Harris.
What's our place control?
While cops tried to calm the grieving father down, the officers also spoke to the suspect's mother in hopes to gather information that would help them apprehend her.
You need to go with. Hey,
Who's going on the squad? Are you Dad? Dad.
What?
Hold on. No, you're good. Hey, this is Dad. Is he good to ride? No, I'm back here. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, we'll get you there. I promise you that. Hey. We'll get you over there. Alright? Hey, help me. You see Westchester? Hey, Dad. Hey, we're gonna get you a ride. You're gonna go to UC Westchester, so we're gonna take the kid, okay? They're gonna get everything they can. Hey. They're going up to UC Westchester. You know where it's at?
Yes.
Alright.
Hey, get in the car with your sister. I'll take you up here. Hey.
UC Westchester.
Yes, let's go. Yeah. Wait, he gotta go get some.
He's going to get a coat.
They're rolling with the baby. You guys are good, okay? I'll get this. I got it.
After a thorough search, investigators discovered the tool used in the crime hidden in the suspect's room, further incriminating her. As investigations continued, more information on the incident was revealed.
So when I got upstairs, I brought my gun just for safety.
Yeah.
I saw a one bullet discharge still in the casing. I don't know if she took the gun with her, but now we left our kids at home.
Okay. Sooner than later, the consequences of the suspect's actions caught up with her, and she was apprehended for her wickedness.
Those my good for slides.
Step out of the vehicle! Step out! On your face, now!
I got lethal.
I got hands.
What? Gotcha. Female custody.
Bring your knees to your chest. Stand up. Up, up, up.
The car with the open thing.
Yeah.
Passenger side for me?
Yeah. This one?
Yeah, this one right here. Do you have any weapons, anything like that on you?
No, they're in the house.
Okay. Grab a seat.
Let me adjust these cuffs here.
Turn. Actually, just trade them out. I'll put mine on. Here.
Yeah, you got it. You want to put yours on first? Or everybody else take a case?
Good.
Got a light.
That's controlled by the property coming on. Probably pretty good.
Get that hand back here.
Nope. Get that hand up here. You got a light for me? Nope.
Keep
Nope.
your hand back here.
I'm sorry.
Not pregnant or anything like that?
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick surgery on that car.
All right, slide in, wash the door for me. You can move your hands now.
In the end, Mia Harrison pled guilty and was sentenced to 9 to 12 years in prison. And as for her grandkid, she spent 65 days in the hospital and survived, but it was reported that she would experience seizures for the rest of her life. Up next is a case of two awful parents who spent years mistreating their son, only to show a hint of remorse when it was already too late, after the child had lost his life in the very environment that was supposed to protect him.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but through all our efforts, there's nothing that we can do further.
Oh my god.
What the do you mean?
They cannot resuscitate him. That's what the I mean.
On March the 29th, 2022, police officers arrived at a Peoria home after the boy's mother called, saying her son was unconscious. The officers knew there had been custody issues in the family before and worked quickly to help the child. But as they looked into the situation, they were shocked to find evidence that the boy's mother and her husband might be responsible for his condition.
So long story short, last night, 8 p.m., kid was put to bed by mom. She's been up. No one's checked on him since she called at like 2, whenever this came at 2, whatever. She called for him, didn't hear from him, went upstairs, didn't hear from him, went in his room, unresponsive, cold. She puts him in the bathtub because he's cold. Maybe that'll help. And then calls us. He was last seen at 8 p.m. when he went to bed. She's been up for a while. Dad left at 6 a.m., didn't check on him, took the other son to work with him. She went to go check on him a little bit ago before she called. Called for him, he didn't answer.
She's been gone all day?
No, she's been here, I'm sorry. She's been here.
But he's just been in his bedroom or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She called for him, didn't hear anything, so she went to go check on him. Went in the room, he was unresponsive, told to be touched, so because he was cold, she put him in the bathtub, tried to warm him up. The guy on the blue Charlotte is a co-worker who came with Dad. Their other son lives here as well, but Dad took the other son to work with him, and he is still at work, to my understanding. I haven't confirmed that. Jake and I had a standby with them and Dad's mom last year. Or Nate. And she went on vacation for a couple weeks.
So
she
now
left
he's
the
here.
kids with them. She came back to get the kids. It was some dispute of, we've had him, you haven't been here, blah, blah, blah. Jake has a report and documented all of that. She's trying to tell me today that grandma wanted nothing to do with the kids, but that's not
All right.
the case
Well,
that I know. So.
They're going to transport him. Can I get you a code or anything? Okay. They're going to transport. They have a pulse.
When the police received the final information about the boy, they confronted his parents to deliver the news. Despite being responsible for maltreating the boy, their reactions were overly melodramatic, even though they had been at fault all along.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but through all our efforts, there's nothing that we can do further.
Oh my god.
Do you guys have time?
Just call him.
just told me.
What the do you mean?
They cannot resuscitate him. That's what the I mean.
There's no fucking way! There's no fucking way!
I've been telling you and the DCFS that he needed to be seen.
You guys are putting all your business out in front of everybody.
That his behavior was not normal.
In the end, the boy's mother pleaded guilty and was sentenced to at least 20 years in prison and has agreed to testify against her husband, who is now charged with being responsible for his son's demise. And if convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Following up with the case of a father who was forced to endure one of the most heartbreaking moments any parent could face, being told that his child was no more after a devastating hit and run.
I started to regret informing that she's passed away.
No, man. Yo, man, come on.
I'm sorry.
Please. I need to know where my grandbaby is. I need to know where my grandbaby is. You do not finna negotiate with me about my granddaughter. All right. You understand that?
I will help.
You're not finna negotiate with me.
On January the 11th, 2022, police officers responded to a disturbing hit-and-run scene where the female victim was left without help on the floor. When the cops began to investigate, they began to uncover several things.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. 23, I got lanes 2 and 3 shut down all northbound lanes on Highway 100 as far south as we can go. Is she awake? Are you awake? We haven't tried to. Ma'am,
I tried the police.
who found her?
Therefore, shut down all northbound lanes.
And then
You just got off the... Okay. Did you see what happened?
Collecting witness statements from people around the crime scene, police soon discovered something shocking and how unfortunate the young lady was.
Who saw it?
I was with her. We just got off the bus.
Okay.
We on our way to work. And I made it across the street.
Okay, let's go over here, okay? Because they need the scene. Okay, so what all happened?
Okay, we getting off the bus and across the street. I made it on the sidewalk already. The cars was like, it was like when we go across the cars was just coming faster when they seen it coming across the street. I made it to the sidewalk, and when I turned around to see what she behind me, I just see the car hit her. She was right here, and she flew from right here all the way down there.
Okay.
And the car just kept going.
What kind of car was it?
I wasn't able to see the car. I just seen her going in the air.
Who am I giving this report to? Alright. Witnessed struck by a sedan that fled. No carotid pulse. She was found face down.
We'll just pick her up.
Found face down. No carotid pulse. Started CPR. Yes, I did.
This particular witness saw something very interesting.
What'd you see, ma'am?
So I was driving in the middle lane and there was a car in front of me and then a car on the right lane driving faster. I saw a black figure moving, which was the girl who got out of the way. She had a black coat.
Where was she moving?
She was crossing the street.
From that way to this way, from the median?
Correct.
Right where she was found?
No, I didn't see her. I saw the other girl that got.
Oh, the other girl?
Side. Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't know anyone else. I didn't see anybody else. Slammed on their brakes. I saw the bag fly in the air. I thought they just hit like garbage or something. And then they just zoomed off. And then I pulled over when I realized she was standing over her body.
You?
Like you touched her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both felt for pulses.
Okay. Was there a pulse?
I don't believe I felt one. I couldn't tell definitively.
Okay. Is that your vehicle here?
Mine is the inside one.
Dropped this off at around like 6:20.
Think about 6:20. Do you remember what bus you were on? Like the
28.
The 28?
I don't know the number of the bus. It should be coming back this way.
Okay. So you guys got dropped off where
right there at the
exactly?
bus stop.
On the other side?
Yeah. And we just walking across the street.
Okay.
She got hit right here, but she flew all the way down.
Do you remember like where exactly in the street
Well,
she
your
was?
car, that car right there.
So in the middle lane, you think? That's where
that
she
car
was?
blocking that lane, yes.
Okay.
When you first located her, was she face down, face up, face down? Okay. And then you just checked for a pulse, and you couldn't find a pulse.
Okay.
Where did you see it?
Sorry.
Are you calling 106?
So I was driving.
47 minutes to 1 hour.
I was driving to work.
Grab it.
Okay.
And
Going to freighter?
I work at Spine Care and Highway 100 Watertown Plank Road.
Okay.
The witness painted a disturbing image of the accident, but it got even worse.
And I was driving north, and I saw two people. I was going slower because this morning I saw two people run across the street. I think I saw one cross and the other one. I don't even know what kind of car hit it.
You see her laying on the ground, you check for a pulse, there's no pulse, you come up here on the sidewalk and then the police arrive.
We got there, they were on the phone with 911. People were taking a statement. The responder wanted us to flip her onto her spot or on her back, check and then check the pulse, start CPR if possible. At that time, that's when the police showed up. That'll be 4 weeks.
So did you start CPR at all?
No, we did not.
Officer started CPR. Gotcha. Okay. And that's your car. You guys can take off if you'd like.
So you saw a car hit somebody?
Somebody, yeah.
Okay. And they were crossing the street?
They were crossing this way.
So they were coming from that side of the road?
They were coming from Toyota.
Okay.
Or that direction.
Kind of where that in front of the
white thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I always go this direction to work. And I'm slower. It's morning.
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw one make it across the street, and I honestly didn't know there was another person till they flipped up in the air.
Okay.
And the car hit him. I'm sorry.
More witnesses gave their statements to the cops to help them understand what had happened.
All right, so you guys started crossing. Those are the only cars you saw. Did it seem like there were a bunch?
It was a bunch.
So like a group of them? Okay. All right. Okay, so you saw them coming. You said you made it up onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, and when I turned around, I seen her like, ah!
Okay.
And when she said, the car just hit her.
Okay. So you saw her. Did you see her get hit, or did you just hear it? Okay. So you saw when you were up on the sidewalk, and you saw her get hit. That's when you turned around. You saw her here.
Yeah, and I had checked. When I seen her drop, I had ran and dropped all my stuff, and I was trying to see if she was moving or woke or anything. Yeah. And when I didn't see that, that lady, I don't know, she had left. It was a shorter lady.
Okay.
And when I seen that she got the phone, I went got her cousin and banged on the door and told her that something wrong with her.
Okay.
Since the young lady was unconscious, the officer's biggest problem was finding a way to get across to her relatives. Fortunately, it didn't take long for some people to come up with some useful information.
So are you uncle then also? So are you related to Miss Harris?
I'm like an uncle to her.
Like an uncle?
Yeah, we own this, but I'm like a.
But she's been working here. Okay.
Me and her father is real best friends.
All right. And you're the owner here, sir?
Yeah, me and my wife is.
All right. Your last name, sir?
So she don't make it.
Like I said, they're giving her medical attention right now. I haven't talked with anyone. I haven't had any contact with her, so I can't give you an update.
Did you get a hold of Nancy?
What's your address? Okay, so who'd you get a phone call from? Okay, is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. So he called you. What did he tell you happened?
He just cried and just said that she was dead. That's it. And my wife came, woke me up, and I jumped up to my cousin, raced out here, called her daddy on my way out here.
Okay. Do you know about how far, Dad?
He said he ain't too far from here.
Far? Okay.
However, despite all the challenges that the cops had faced so far with the young lady, the most challenging task for them was how to relate the news of her unfortunate passing to her loving parents. When they approached her father, he thought it was just a usual routine interaction with the cops and was unaware that he was about to receive the most heartbreaking news any parent would ever want to hear.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Don Cherry. Can you come on with the information?
Yeah, sir. Okay. What's your daughter's name?
My daughter is in the ambulance.
Okay. What's her, sir?
We just have to confirm her information.
Donisha Harris, man.
Okay, what's her birthday?
She, 5301.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure Uncle gave you a rundown on everything. Sure, Uncle notified, or owner notified you of everything. Across the street, across the vehicle. So she's in the back of the ambulance right now, and I'm sorry to regret informing that she's passed away.
No, man. No, man. Man, come on.
I'm sorry.
Please. Please. No. No, please. Come on, man. Yeah, you miserable. It's wrong, man. Come on. No, man. They working on her.
They were.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, sir, at this point, we're still trying to investigate how this incident occurred. What time does she live with you currently? No. She lives with her mom. Do you know what time she usually leaves for work?
Gotta be. The first shift, you gotta be like 6.
Okay.
Right? Because you gotta be there at 7.
She'll be here at 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
So if her mother bring her to work, she'll probably leave about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but today she took the bus.
From my understanding, her mother dropped her off at the bus stop on the north side.
Okay.
And she caught the bus with another young lady that works here. And so they made it here. She said they made it at 6:20. She said 6:22. She heard her yelling, and the car hit her and just kept going.
Okay. And then you heard about this from him. Is that correct? Okay.
Things got even more emotional when another member of the family showed up on the scene.
I need to know where my grandbaby is. I need to know where my grandbaby is. Where's my daughter? No, bro, it's not a good time right now, boss.
Sir, I just let you know. We will talk to you, but you can't park right here.
I need to know where my people are. I need to know now.
Sir, this is an active crime scene. We can't have you crossing. Okay? We're here to get in contact with.
My grandbaby just got hit. I need to, my daughter just called me. I need to know where is my grandbaby.
Okay, like I said, we're willing to speak with you, but we can't have you park in your vehicle right here. Okay, we can have it.
I can't drive right now.
Well, you can't park right here, unfortunately.
So you more worried about this motherfucking truck?
I don't want another accident, okay?
I need to tell me where's my grandbaby.
I'll explain that to you.
I need to know where's my granddaughter.
If you move your semi.
So you do not finna negotiate with me about my granddaughter.
All right.
You understand that?
I will help
you. Do not finna negotiate with me.
I will help you if you help us.
No, I need to know where's my grandbaby.
Sir,
I need to know where's my grandbaby.
Get back in the truck.
You put me in the mother.
When you're ready to talk to us, I'll talk.
I'm asking you a question.
Sure. And I will explain to you. Her father is over there. Yeah. And he can explain something. You can't park your truck in this lane right here. You're going to cause another accident.
At this point, the scene had become very emotional. Before the officers were parents who couldn't believe that their beloved daughter had just passed. It felt like a nightmare for them. Only this time, this nightmare was real, and they would never see their beautiful daughter again.
All these mother lights out here.
It doesn't matter.
They're gonna stop.
You want me to call your company?
I don't give a call them. I'll give you the number. Dial Terrio.
I'll go take it. Okay.
You gonna tell me where my granddaughter at? Where's my granddaughter? Where's the motherfucking hitter? Get the out of here. Oh, no, don't tell me that bullshit. Don't tell me that bullshit. Don't tell me that you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. Y'all better get me. I can tell you that number. Y'all better get the motherfucker hit my granddaughter. So y'all will be out here again. You best believe that motherfucker.
Later that night, the officers tracked down and arrested the suspected driver of the hit-and-run vehicle. He claimed that he did not know that he had hit a person, and he did not stop because he was carrying a significant amount of money and did not want to be questioned. In the end, he was charged with a hit and run involving a fatality and was later sentenced to 8 years in prison. Up next was the devastating case of a couple who stood helplessly as their son's life slipped away right before their eyes, after he was attacked by a deranged individual in a parking lot.
Is that your son?
Yes, Ken.
Okay, come here. We're gonna have somebody take you to the hospital, all right?
On June the 23rd, 2024, officers received a 911 report of an awful incident. Margot Wood began her day like every mother and wife. She went to get some necessities from a grocery store, unaware of the horrors that were about to unfold. Right before she entered her vehicle, a random woman, later identified as 32-year-old Bianca Ellis, attacked her and her offspring.
911, what is your emergency?
There is a child. He's bleeding all over the place. We're at North Olmsted Giant Eagle. I don't know what happened to him.
Okay, what exactly is going on?
There's a kid. He's bleeding all over the place. We're at Giant Eagle. He's outside. We're in the parking lot right now.
Okay, is the child conscious and breathing?
Is he breathing? I don't know. But they're doing CPR on him.
They're doing CPR?
Yes, right now.
Okay, hold on 1 second. North Olmsted units, be advised there's a child that is possibly injured. They're doing CPR on him now. Okay, I'm going to stay on the phone with you for a couple more minutes. I have officers en route. I'm going to get a couple more things from you, okay?
Okay. I didn't see it. I just heard them yelling, and then we were on break in my car. I work at Giant Eagle right now.
Okay.
Thankfully, another witness who saw the crazy attacker made a 911 call, and this is what she said.
911, what is your emergency?
There's a lady with a knife stabbing somebody in the north.
Where?
The Giant Eagle.
She's stabbing somebody?
She's stabbing. She's walking.
North Olmsted units, start responding to North Olmsted Giant Eagle. We have several calls of somebody with a knife trying to stab people.
Right there, stop.
Do you have a description of her?
Yeah, she's a black female. We got eyes on her. She's walking towards Lorraine.
Okay, she's outside now?
She's outside walking.
Okay.
With a knife in hand.
This is going to be a black female walking towards Lorraine Road with a knife.
Black shirt, black leggings.
All black?
Here, you're not going to follow. All black.
Is anybody injured?
Yeah, somebody's injured. I think this kid was stabbed in the mother's holding.
Okay, hold on a minute. Have you sat in? What else does she look like?
She's a black, tall female wearing black leggings, black t-shirt. She's actually walking towards Silver Center on Geppetto. Towards Geppetto's Pizza and Ridge.
She's walking out towards Silver, closer to Geppetto's Pizza.
She's literally got a knife in her right hand.
Okay.
10-4, affirmative. Now she's walking towards Dover.
Okay.
Get out of the way. Stop right there.
Ma'am, don't hang up the phone. I'm just going to keep you on hold. I got to get an ambulance heading there, okay?
Meanwhile, back at the crime scene, emergency workers could be seen trying to resuscitate 3-year-old Julian, who was fighting for his dear life. But unfortunately, things were looking bleak.
Get these off? So, yeah. Get that off. Good. Good. All right. Is there a halo test on it? Okay. Is there anything else on this page?
Anybody got something?
All right. Shaman naked. Good?
Let's go.
Yes, all Westlake guys.
Ready?
Let me know when you're ready.
Let's get him on the car.
Here we go. All right, you ready? Ready, 3? Somebody get a beat, 2. Get the somebody up. Get up. Go. Good.
Keep doing CPR. We're going to get our pads on.
Okay.
Medic, come in here and relieve him. Yeah, from there. Medic, come in and relieve him of his chest compression. You got to take him back. You got the
Get him on out. Go take her to a car right now. Hey, somebody go get Mom. She doesn't need to see this. Ready? There you go. Are you Mom?
In there, buddy.
A few moments later, Julian's father, who is also Margot's husband, arrived at the scene.
Is that your son?
Yes, Ken.
Okay, come here. We're gonna have somebody take you to the hospital. All right? Okay, we're gonna have you take you to the hospital. Okay?
I'm parked over there.
No, you can leave your car over there. Where's your keys at?
I have my keys right here.
Where's your car? I'm taking.
It's the truck that's parked facing this way.
I'm taking him down. Yeah, I'll be right there. I'll get your keys so you don't worry about it. Nice. He's good. Hey. Here.
Update on them?
They're getting. What hospital?
Can you drive the Can you drive the squad?
Yeah.
I need you to drive. St. John's. St. John's.
Moments later, armed with the description given by an eyewitness to 911, officers were able to track down the assailant, who was still armed with the weapon she used in stabbing the mother and child. And this is what happened next.
211, I need a car to go help the kid. He's in the first couple aisles.
Where's your cuffs? You got cuffs? Who's got cuffs?
Slow down, slow down.
Hold on. We're good.
All right. Yep.
Ken, you want me to go to the female or Giant Eagle?
Go to the female
that you have. She's in the first 3 rows, farthest north. Copy, I will be up.
You got a med kit? Okay. Roll her on the side. You're good. Who's got a med kit with you?
We gotta get her up.
We have a female in custody.
Are you bleeding? Are you hurt anywhere?
Female in custody, 1504.
Nice right there.
5270 MO.
Let's get her up.
Here you go, man. Hold you up, okay? Grab your other arm.
11, do you have someone there with you?
We're going to lift you up, okay?
Stand
up, okay?
1, 2, 3, stand up. Stand up. Come on.
In route. 14's in route with the exit.
All right, let's put her back in the
Hang
car.
on, I'm gonna check her right here.
Let's go to Giant Eagle.
Okay.
Fires the distance.
We're pulling to the lot.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Walk her back this way.
52 LO3, I got 3 units. 1719 myself at Giant Eagle. In the parking lot, third aisle, if you got EMS coming. We don't have anything here for shit. Petro, out in the parking lot. We're out in the parking lot.
Take a seat. I'll crank up the AC for you, okay?
We gotta get some tape, rip this off. Get any tape back here?
Tape?
Yeah.
After her arrest, the police department released shocking footage of Bianca earlier that day with the murder weapon. In the end, young Julian passed away, and his mother eventually made a full recovery. Their attacker was charged with murder, attempted murder, felonious assault, tampering with evidence, and theft.